Hello, friends, and welcome to the Million Dollar Message. This is Tiffany Stout from the Austin, Texas area, and I've got your Wednesday wisdom for you today. I hope you are all having an incredible Wednesday, and here where we are today is our first day back to school for all four of my kids. So I've got a senior, I've got a sophomore, a seventh grader, and a third grader. So it's a little busy around here, as you can only imagine, although it's nice to have them all just where God wants them to be. Honestly, it's just been a crazy journey through our educational experience, especially with our oldest, who is now a senior. And we're just so happy just where God has led us in these, 13 years of schooling for her. So I hope that if you all have children, grandchildren, that you have been enjoying all the back to school things. I know it's busy. I know it's a lot. I think if I get one more email from another teacher, my head might explode because all the teachers are emailing. It's all the GroupMe's are adding me into them and the reminders and sign up for this and pay for that. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's a lot. It's a lot coming at you at one time. So I feel your pain if you're there. I see you and you are not alone. But one thing that has come up for me that I have noticed through all of the back to school and seeing all those faces again, is a lot of people have said it's nice to finally start to get back into their routine. And it kind of just made me think whether you have children or not, or if you have grown children maybe, but all of us, I think, love routine. And so we can really relate to that statement. It'll be nice to get back into the routine because when summer comes, and like I said, with or without kids, when summer comes, it's nice out. You want to be outside. You want to go on vacation. You just want to kind of relax and chill and take some time off. And then when the school year comes back around, it's like, okay, let's put our heads down and get back to work and focus again. And so I think that we all really do like to be in a routine. We like to be scheduled. Children love that schedule and it helps them stay disciplined. And so I thought that was an interesting idea to talk about and explore a little bit with you, just to understand why we like routine. And I want to encourage you that if you're not in a daily routine, then it's going to be really, really imperative for you to establish one. If you work another full-time job outside of Mary Kay, maybe one, maybe two other things that you do, then it's going to be even more important for you to have a routine. But especially I think when you're self-employed, I say this all the time, that you have to remember when you are self-employed like we are in Mary Kay, you are self-employed. You are not unemployed. Okay, so you get to decide what your routine is going to look like. You get to decide what your schedule is. And if you are juggling other jobs and things and life and family and all of that, you're really going to need to manage that routine and that schedule and have it defined for you by you. Okay, I know when we work for other people, when we have an employer, a boss, that they determine what your routine is, what your schedule is, when you show up, when you can leave, when you can have lunch, all the things. So that's something you have to keep in mind too. You put that into your routine. So if you have a routine for that, you might already know what it is. You've got to fit your Mary Kay in around that. It's really, really important that we do it. Mary Kay gave us the proper tools to do this with, right? She gave us a weekly plan sheet. A weekly plan sheet. If you don't know what that is, it is literally a plan for your week. It's you can print it out. It's on, I believe it's still on InTouch. I'm sure you can find it on there. I just have one saved on my computer. So it's a sheet you can print out. It's like having your date book, and it's a calendar for the week. And you can put in by the hour all the things that you have going on and into blocks of time. I highly recommend color coding it. I still do this. I do this whether it's on paper or electronic. All of my kids get their own different colors and all the things we've got to manage. So it all has to go on there, but this helps to establish our routine. Now, aside from that, that's mostly like scheduling. Okay, that's just like the schedule part of it. Like you've got the schedule, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's your routine. Your routine is going to look more like your daily habits, which we all know that's where success can be found, right? We get to go to seminar every year and we see everybody parading across the stage and we think that that's the moment they showed up. Well, no, they showed up every single day, day in, day out, committed to their routine until it became a habit. So starting out, you've got to have you pop everything into your schedule for the blocks of time that you have, and then you have to establish what is your routine going to be. Are you going to sleep in and snooze 3 times? Or are you going to set your alarm early and get up and do your devotional or maybe get a workout in and take your vitamins and make some coffee? And what does your routine look like? So I'm not going to tell you what that is, but you want to establish it for yourself. And then now I want to tell you why we want a routine. Now I don't know if you've ever heard this idea or concept or have learned this, but we love routine even from a young age. So picking up, my kids had meet the teacher the other day, and all the teachers give us the folders, and inside each of the folders for my kids is the schedule for the day. So they've got a routine. They've got everything planned out to the minute. We were just talking about it in the car on the way home today because it was a minimum day for my younger kids, that my 7th grader's lunch starts at 12:48, which is really late. We're like, oh my gosh, you're going to be starving by then. But it's literally scheduled to the minute, to 12:48. So you can be praying for Gemma every day that she's not chewing on her arm or something by then because she'll be so hungry. But really that is it's planned out, and they provide the schedule and they have it up on their whiteboard so the kids can see, okay, after math we're doing this, and after this we're doing that, and after that we're doing that, because we like the structure. We like seeing what's coming up. What this does for us, it helps us in lots of different ways. Okay, so first, of course, it's going to help us create good habits. That's really important. Second, it's going to give you a focus, and that leads to productivity. So your focus and productivity, it helps your brain not have to do extra work thinking about what do I have to do now? What should I be doing then? And what do I do next? And it just helps you stay focused and productive. It is also really good for a sense of purpose. So this is number 3 for you. Number 3 is this routine can create a sense of purpose for you by giving your day direction, and so you know where you're going. And that ends up being very satisfying because you have a plan and then you work your plan. And then at the end of the day, you're like, oh, I got all these things done that I needed to do because it was already planned out. It also helps your emotional state because it gives you stability, because life can get hectic, right? Life is chaotic. There's always stuff coming at you from all different directions. And when you have good routines in place, then you know what to expect. It helps you stay emotionally balanced. It helps kids too. So wouldn't it be great? I mean, we know if it's going to help kids, it's going to help us. And some of us need this emotional stability in our life. So it's really important. And then it also leads to improved sleep. This is one that I probably struggle with the most because my brain is always going. So having a consistent routine, especially at your bedtime, will help to improve your quality of sleep because your body's internal clock knows what's going on. It knows what to do. You have your routine. You've gotten all the things done that your brain would be racing and thinking about what it needs to do. But if you get it done, you can rest more easily and wake up more naturally. So there are so many different health benefits, cognitive benefits, all the things that having a routine really makes life easy. So when people say, oh, it's so nice to get back to a routine, I heard one mom today sharing with another friend I was sitting next to, and we're just chit-chatting before chapel at my kids' school, and she was like, oh, I just gained a lot of weight this summer, but it's kind of what I do. She was that's her routine. Summer comes and she puts on weight, and then school starts again and she gets it off. And she's like, I'll get back to my routine. Today's day 1, I'm starting now, and it'll just melt right off because I'm back to my routine. And I just thought that's so interesting because we are all creatures of habit at our core, and we love the security and the predictability of having a routine. It will give you more confidence. It will help your brain just relax and feel more at peace. And I promise you, just sit down, just take some time and think about what you want to achieve this seminar year. What do you want to accomplish? What do you want that to look like? And how do you need to tweak or adjust your routine to serve your goals, to serve its purpose in your life so that you can be productive and have a routine that really sets you up for success. So I hope this message really helps you. There's so many awesome, like if you thrive on having like positive quotes, you could just Google it, like positive quotes on a routine or something like that, just to keep you motivated. Write it on a Post-it, put it all over your house so that it reminds you that we need to stay focused and have a solid routine to keep us on task. So Will Durant, I'm going to get you started with one, said, "We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence then is not an act, but a habit." So I hope that this will help you establish solid routines that lead to great habits that lead to your success. Have an incredible, blessed day today. God bless you all. Bye-bye.